I am 2 months away from turning 50 years old, which means, statistically speaking, I am probably not Fortnite's core target audience, and yet, here I am, playing Fortnite, trying to survive against people who probably have faster reflexes, better aim, and homework due tomorrow. Let's be honest from the start. I am not the best aimer, not by a long shot. Yes, pun intended. My strength is not mechanical perfection. My strength is strategy. At least that is what I tell myself. I like to think about how I approach the game, what weapons I carry, what extras I choose, when I fight, when I avoid fighting, when I move, when I wait, and, very importantly, when I hire help. Because honestly, if the game lets you hire an NPC, why would you not? They shoot, they distract other players, they make noise. Sometimes they are basically a confused bodyguard with a weapon. Are they perfect? No. But neither am I. So we make a good team. In this match, the NPC becomes especially useful because of one very interesting advantage. When I crouch, I can become almost invisible, and for someone like me, that is huge. If I can get the first shots in, create confusion, and make the other player react half a second too late, then my bad aim becomes slightly less fatal. So my plan in this game is simple: use stealth as much as possible, stay patient, avoid unnecessary fights, and wait for the right moments. Basically, don't play like a superhero. Play like a suspicious bush with a shotgun. You'll see that a lot of the match is about positioning. I'm not rushing into every fight. I'm looking for advantages. That might sound boring, but in Fortnite, information is everything. Where are the enemies? Where's the circle going? Do I have cover? Can I third-party a fight? Can I force someone else to panic before I panic? These are the questions that matter when your aim is not exactly world-class. The stealth ability changes the rhythm of the game completely. There are moments where players are very close to me, and they simply don't realize I'm there. That's the beauty of it. They're thinking about the obvious threats. They're scanning the area. They're looking for movement. Meanwhile, I'm crouched nearby, almost invisible, trying very hard not to mess up the opportunity I've created. And that's where the comedy begins. Because getting the advantage is one thing, using it properly is another. Sometimes I get the first shots in and the plan works beautifully. Other times I start shooting and immediately reveal that my aiming skills are still a work in progress, but even then the strategy gives me room to survive. Early damage matters, surprise matters, confusion matters. If the other player has to spend the first second thinking, wait, where is this coming from? Then that is already a small victory. And for me, small victories are important, especially when the final goal is one big victory royale. This style proves there is more than one way to be good at Fortnite. You don't always need the fastest hands, perfect tracking, or tournament mechanics. Sometimes you can play smarter, use the tools the game gives you, hire an NPC, crouch in the right place, become almost invisible, and make faster players wonder what just happened. That is my kind of Fortnite. A little bit tactical, a little bit sneaky, a little bit chaotic, and occasionally successful. As the match goes on, I'm trying to preserve the advantage for as long as possible. I don't want to waste resources or take stupid fights. I want to arrive at the endgame with decent weapons, decent health, and a plan better than panic and spray. Although, to be fair, panic and spray does make an appearance from time to time. This is Fortnite after all. The final stages are always tense. Even when you've played well, everything can collapse fast. One bad rotation, one missed shot, one player appearing from an angle you didn't expect. One moment where your brain says strategy, but your fingers say no. That's what makes the win satisfying. Because this match is not clean in the professional sense. It is not a masterclass in aim. It is not a highlight reel of perfect mechanics. It is more like proof that an almost 50-year-old player can still win by being patient, sneaky, and just dangerous enough. And honestly, I'll take that, because Fortnite is not only about reflexes, it's about adaptation. You use what you have, you accept what you don't have, and then you find a way. In my case, what I have is questionable aim, a hired NPC, and the ability to become almost invisible at exactly the wrong moment for everyone else. And in this game, somehow, that was enough. So enjoy the match, enjoy the stealth, enjoy the moments where the plan works. And please forgive the moments where my aim tries very hard to sabotage the entire operation. Because this time, despite everything, I actually win.